you guys are, this is the Spanish 3 course, right? This is the Spanish 3 course right now? Oh, the Spanish 1, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, yeah.
They have questions. Would you like me to start bringing them on to ask questions?
Yeah, we can do those questions if you want to go now. We're getting ready almost to walk around the school, so maybe I can walk around the school and kind of show you guys what's a little clear with that. And I can pop back out here in the hallway so we're not so loud. But I can start answering some questions now.
They are tutoring a language
And then I can cut a question off and show you around a little bit and then come back to the question.
So you're going to, I'm having a hard time hearing, so
Oh, maybe because it's kind of loud. Me, we scoot back down the hallway a little bit. Is that better? Can you hear me a little bit
yeah,
better?
that's better. So, yeah, that's better. Yeah,
Right now, and then they start the tour. I'll talk a little bit while I'm walking you guys around, but then we'll come back to the questions. So go ahead, let's fire away.
okay. Anyone want to okay, I'm going to send them up here, and they can start asking you questions. They're prepared. Hey guys, if you have a slip and you're prepared to take ask a question, why don't you go ahead and move out of the aisle so that we can make it go quickly. How about that? This is Lolita.
Hello, how are you? Yes, the time to 7 hours. So right now it is 3:35 in the afternoon here, and so it's buenos dias to you there, right? Because it's 8:35. It's a bit of a time. Your body has to get used to it for a second. When I say a second, for more than a second. But your body definitely has to get used to it. I travel quite a bit now, so I know how my body reacts to it. I always go for a pretty big run when I get somewhere, and that kind of sets me in the scene. So 7 hours time.
What's the hardest trip you've been on so far?
What's the hardest trip? The hardest trip. As far as time difference and jet lag?
I think just like in general.
In general, well, if we're talking about time difference, I think the hardest trip was probably last summer. I spent, let's see, how many weeks ago? I was there an entire month. I was in Australia and New Zealand, and it's a pretty big time difference. It's like 15 hours time difference. And so it was hard for me. At 6 o'clock at night, I was toast. Like, I was in bed. I couldn't wake up for the first 3 or 4 days. But finally, I got it synced, and so that was good. But that was probably the most challenging trip when it came to just trying to stay away from being on the time difference. Yeah.
Buenos dias. What type of animals have you seen on the travel?
On this particular travel or any travel?
Any of them. Cool animals.
On any travel. So last summer, I again was in Australia and New Zealand, and I saw a kangaroo. Actually, got to hold them, and I snorkeled the Great Barrier Reef. So lots of sea life, lots of different fish. It was absolutely amazing. Blew my mind. It was crazy.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Shouldn't even notice you.
What countries have you been to, and where all have you been?
Oh, what areas I've been to? Well, it's kind of hard to sit here and list all of them. I've been to, as of now, I've been to My absolute favorite has been New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay, as well, Scotland area. And my third would probably be Vietnam. I was there this summer. I was in China with my memories. Vietnam is like a whole new one. Love it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
What is the food difference between Spain and Tennessee?
The food difference? Okay, food difference. Lots of tapas here, which are like smaller portion, different types of foods. Quite a bit of seafood here. I know we have that back home, but it's kind of like going from Tennessee to Florida. You have more seafood options in Florida than you would, that are fresh seafood options, I should say. Then what we here in Tennessee, we kind of imported it from Gulf Coast mostly. But it's definitely lots of tapas, lots of different kinds of tastes, different kinds of spices. Last night we ate at a really cool restaurant where they brought our food in like these tent pots that they had cooked them in these pots, and you can just like eat out of the pot. It's pretty neat. But tomorrow we're going to have the traditional paella, which is like rice, and then you can have chicken, which is what? You guys know the word for chicken? Yeah? You know your Spanish one?
Yeah, right.
Oh, what was that word? I guess that's a no, huh? Pollo. So chicken and then camarones, shrimp. And so different types of seafoods within the mixture of rice and things like that. So that's a very traditional Spanish meal, and we're going to actually have that tomorrow.
Hello there.
Hello there. Is that your different powers?
That's me.
Look at you, you grew up on me.
What's the major cash crop in Spain?
The major cash crop? That's a great question. I'm not really sure.
You have to
We
see
were
something.
talking to. I'm sorry, what?
You had to see something.
Well, we were talking today about Barcelona as a big city, but a lot of the farms are outside of Barcelona, and our tour director was talking today that the farms are, a lot of the big farms that grow a lot of the food around here are more centrally located and further out of the city, obviously, 2.5 hours or so. So we haven't really seen a whole lot of, we've seen some orchards and things like that along the drive, but I don't want to tell you a specific cash crop and be wrong. So, that's something you got your Chromebook now, we're 1-to-1 and check that one out, huh?
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
What's the currency in Spain?
What's the currency? So right now, the currency here in Spain is the euro. There are quite a few countries in Europe that are part of the European Union, and they use the euro. The UK is a different story. They're on the British pound, and now they're coming from the Brexit right away. But most of the, a lot of the European countries use the euro. The Swiss franc is different. They have their own currency, but again, the euro is basically what we do.
Okay, thank you. What is some of the worst weather you've experienced while you've traveled?
Some of the worst weather? Say worst weather?
Yes.
Some of the worst weather would have to be, again, I keep going back to Australia and New Zealand, but when I went out to see the 12 apostles, which are along this road along the coast of Australia, it hailed on us, it rained on us, it snowed on us, and it was sunny. It was all in one day. It was mind-boggling. It totally threw me off. And I was kind of prepared because I had on my winter gear, because the northern hemisphere obviously is different than the southern hemisphere when it comes to weather pattern. So when it's summer right now in the United States, in Australia it's their winter. So I was there in summer last year and it was cold because it's technically their winter. So I was kind of prepared, but I wasn't prepared for the snow and hail and everything all mixed into one. It was pretty crazy. But that's probably the worst.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The sketch.
Who is this?
Maybe, or do you not remember
this
me?
is Ray.
You don't
Well, the screen went out on my end, so I couldn't really see who it was.
Okay, well, what's been your favorite tourist attraction?
Favorite tourist attraction? That's a good question. Sure. I pretty much loved everything. There we go. I will say maybe not tourist attraction. Can we change that to like favorite city abroad?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite city abroad would have to be Amsterdam in the Netherlands. It's like a little Venice, so there are canals everywhere, but it has this unique with a World War II setting. So that's actually where the Anne Frank house is. And if you are freshmen, you guys wrote poems last year. Are there any freshmen in the crowd? I can't see anything.
No, it's all juniors.
Oh, no freshmen? Oh, it's all juniors, okay. The freshmen, or the 8th graders last year actually wrote a poem, and I read it at the Anne Frank house and stuff in Anne Frank, so that's kind of cool. But that's probably my absolute favorite city. I don't know. I love the World War II time period, and it just has that World War II charm mixed with 21st century.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the Sacred Family Church in Barcelona?
The Sacred Family Church, Sagrada Familia. So that's obviously the one you're talking about, yes? It's like the most well-known. It is apparently the main attraction people come to when they visit Spain. It's the most visited. It has been worked on for over 100 years, I believe. And so it's really cool because you can have different styles of architecture. Even today in the United States, if you look at buildings and old houses that are kind of that really long brick, that kind of is like a 60s, 70s look. And so you can tell the different styles of architecture that are being used on the cathedral. And again, they've been working on it for over 100 years. And it's not supposed to be finished until 2026. So I would assume some new styles will be added to as well. I know the last time we were there, there was more modern sculpture, and it was really neat mixed with the gargoyles from the old times. They're really neat building date. We're actually taking a group of teachers again this afternoon to see it. But it's absolutely amazing. On the inside, they have the big rose windows that are like kind of like type windows, and different colors of light come through the church. So one side of the church, in the morning, the sun comes through the windows on one side, and all of those windows are like a bluish, greenish, cool color shade. And then in the afternoon, when the sun comes through, they have like an orangey red shade to all the stained glass part of it. And it's really amazing to see. I'll send some photos so maybe Miss Land can see it this afternoon, and we should put those up and we'll share it with you guys. But it's absolutely beautiful inside and outside as well, simply because of different types of architecture all pieced together. So there's probably more questions, but let's take a break because the crew has now vanished. And I'm just going to kind of walk you around the school a little bit. I might not say a whole lot because I don't know a lot about the school, but at least you can kind of see what's going on. They did tell me earlier that there are currently 130 students studying Spanish here right now. And I think next week there's going to be 160 that are going to be in here. And they've had up to a little over 300 at a time at this school. So it's a really neat place. Again, it's a chance for you to fully immerse immerse yourself in the culture and be forced to speak Spanish and learn Spanish while you're here in Spain. And at the University of South has a really cool program where they, the different languages also have like a house, so you can apply to be in that house. And when you go home after classes during the day, you can only speak that language in the house. So it's kind of cool. I don't want to say this is exactly set up like that, this is more of a school, but it's really neat because it's full immersion. So let me just quickly kind of walk you around and just like you look at some things, and I'll add in where I can. So let me do that real quick and then we'll go back to some of the questions.
So this is a language.
You want to say your name and where you're from? Yeah, there's quite a few there. Yeah.
Again, we still am from France, and I've been working with Jose as an activity leader.
All right, perfect. Great. Okay, so this is a specific class going on right now over here?
And you can answer.
Okay, I'm walking you to a specific class that's taking place right now. So as you can tell, they're students from pretty much all over the world here, from different places learning Spanish. Let me walk you to another one. Okay. So this is a high school group from back home in Tennessee in the States, and I'm just kind of showing them around the school. If you don't want to say where you're from, just so you can kind of get an idea. Yeah, yeah.
¿De dónde son los chicos? ¿De dónde eres?
Yo soy holandés.
Okay.
De Arabia Saudita.
Yo soy holandesa. Soy de Austria. Soy de Alemania. Soy de Noruega.
Soy del Perú.
All right. Excellent. Yay! All right. So, hopefully you could hear that. They were all telling you where they were from in Español. So I'm just gonna. Did they go upstairs? Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. So walking you upstairs. I assume there are more classes going on. But here's a big map of kind of the layout of Barcelona, and then you can see how close the EF school that I'm at right now is to the Sagrada Familia. So here's the map. And then you can see there's EF. Sagrada Familia is over here. Again, we're right here in the EF school. Oh, here's one of our tour directors. Phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. She's phenomenal. She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey, you want to tell us about what you do here? I'm in charge of the education department here in Barcelona. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so they're upstairs, still walking up. Hey.
That is so neat.
Oh, there's a rooftop. So these students have
Sometimes it just stops. It's just a little glitch.
yeah. So the people that you're seeing right now, they are all teachers, again, from Tennessee, from Kentucky, from West Virginia, and I think some from Georgia. Okay. All right, so we can go back to some more questions if you guys want. And then go from there.
Questions? Maria, Ms. Wilkerson,
Yeah.
how do you become a student at this particular institute? Like if our students or our teachers were interested, how would you become a student here? There.
How would you become a student at this particular location? So I believe they take high school students. So this could be something maybe you're interested on doing like on a spring break deal, or maybe for a summer deal to enhance your Spanish. Or it maybe something you want to do right before college. You can actually get college credit, I believe, from here because EF is accredited. And so it's a way to kind of get a head start on some of your foreign language. It may be easier to do it here simply because you're fully immersed again, and you just have a chance to practice it so much more. So I think it's just something you can apply for, and you can, I mean, you obviously pay for the course, but again, you get the full immersion effect of it. So again, you can apply. Teachers can also bring students on full immersion tours. So Miss Land, maybe that's something you want to do with EF and some students there at Franklin County. Be a pretty phenomenal thing to do.
Oh yes, definitely. Okay, we have some other students too that have questions. So I'll
Perfect.
pass it on to them.
What's it like being around all that history?
It's amazing. You know, I've been to a few places now within my 25 countries, and it never ceases to amaze me. You know, when you stand in the Colosseum and when you stand in the Roman Forum, you think these people have been here for, this civilization was here thousands of years ago, and the United States is just so, it's so young compared to all of these places. And so it just blows me away these people have been here so long, and their traditions and their culture have lasted that long. It's absolutely amazing. And I don't know, I get goosebumps talking about it.
Hola.
What's going on, Mr. Wynn?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty swell.
I got a question for you.
Well, I got a possible answer for you.
All right. Have you heard any music yet?
Have I what?
Have you heard any music yet?
Oh, yeah, it's all in Spanish. Tonight, no, not tonight. Tomorrow night, we're actually going to a flamenco dance, which I've been to before. It's pretty phenomenal. But this flamenco dance will actually be near where they used to have the bullfights. They don't have it there anymore. But the big arena is still there, so we're going to go into the arena and check that out. It's right outside the magic fountain that plays like music, you know, like at Disney where they have a big ball rotating around at night. It's very similar to that. But music's great, love it. You know, Despacito's playing all over the place, so it's kind of a hit. So.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, Hayward?
Nothing. What's the clothing?
I saw where y'all won a soccer game. That's pretty fabulous.
I was trying to talk to this.
Oh, okay.
What's the clothing style like up there?
Clothing style. It's very, I would say just very European. You can tell Americans when they're walking down the sidewalk by what we have on. I feel like the Europeans kind of set the trend, and it eventually makes its way over to the United States. So, lots of people in jeans. I can't really describe it. It's just European. It probably zero sense, but it's more of a, I don't know. I don't want to say risque or anything, but it's definitely more. They're very aware of what their body shapes are, and you can tell based on their tight clothing. So there's definitely some tight clothing, but I don't know, it's just very European.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
How has the terrorist attack affected us?
Yeah, that's a really good question because that happened, you know, very recently. And I think when things like that happen everywhere, you get people that kind of come together. It was just like 9/11. I don't think you guys were born when 9/11 happened, but it kind of brings people together, brings their country together, and it makes people realize that there are more important things in life, and that we really need to get along. And I think that has kind of brought this particular community together here in Barcelona a little more. We drove past La Rambas where it took place, or whatever. And there's still some flowers and still some things there that are, you know, in memory of those who died. But again, I think it really brings people together. So I don't want to say that it's a good thing because a terrorist attack is never a good thing. but I think that after those things occur, people really stop and realize. And I hate the fact that it takes that for people to really stop and realize, because we should do that on a daily basis.
Thank you. Any other questions? Anybody have a question that hasn't been asked? Any more questions? I couldn't hear you. So you guys will be going to the Sagrada Familia later today. So you
That's correct. Yep.
Is there a way to send us pictures as you are?
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. I can do it on the Hangouts if you want, or I can just send it via email. Whatever's easier for you.
We will be in here with different classes throughout the
Okay.
rest of the day. So,
Okay.
if you can, if you want to, if you have access to Wi-Fi, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Like I said, I set my phone up for the global plan, but for some odd reason it's not working. I don't know what the deal is, but so I'm doing this all on Wi-Fi. So definitely, if there's an option where I have that, I will definitely send photos. And even if I'm coming to you today, I'll try and wait. What is today? Today Thursday or Friday?
Today's Friday. Yes.
Today's Friday? Oh yeah, when I travel, like dates are totally gone when I travel. Okay, so Friday. Well, hopefully I'll try and get some of those before you guys are out of school, and so at least some of them can see it. But they don't have them for next year.
Well, and we can always show them next week too. So that's that's.
Yeah, but I'll try and get them to you if we've got the Wi-Fi option.
Okay.
For sure.
That sounds awesome.
Ask her how she
Yeah.
gets to travel.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Ask her how she gets to travel so much.
Oh, they want to know how you get to travel so much.
It's amazing. You know, when you go to the country once, it's like it's a warning because you never want to turn back and you just want to keep seeing other places and going. When you travel, it brings the textbook to life and it brings the classroom to life. Not that teachers don't do a good job, because I think teachers do a fabulous job, but actually being there in places that you've read about and your teachers talked about, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And they wanted to know how you were able to do so many trips. Is it always been through EF, or have you gone on trips on? Are your They would. I'm going to pick up the computer so so you can see everybody that's in here. How about that?
Okay. Oh, that was Miss Brown. Look there.
Tell her thank you.
Yeah. What was one of the questions I think you were asking? Have they all been through EF trips that I'm taking, or was that? Am I thinking
Yeah, that was a question.
Oh, that was the question. Okay, yeah, no. Including this tour, I have been on 13 EF trips to different places, but I also travel on my own and with friends. EF trips are more structured and they're more study-based, but I've been on other trips with friends. I've got a Christmas trip planned for Eastern Europe. We'll be based out of Prague, but then take night trains to Auschwitz, which actually wasn't heard of. Taking night train to Auschwitz and going out to Budapest. And then up into Germany, because this is the 500-year anniversary of when Martin Luther actually nailed his 95 Theses to the church wall. So we're going to actually go see the church that he nailed them to, which you think, I was looking for a nerd, probably, but it's the 500-year anniversary. So it's, I don't know, it's pretty amazing.
Very cool.
Very cool. We are broadcasting live on our YouTube channel. Kenny Schultz is doing that for us. So we
I'm looking kind of nutty here. Hold on.
So it's cool. We're doing that. He's doing that for us. And this is going to be playing all day long when we have the Google Dome here.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, hopefully I didn't say anything too nutty.
And here's
And
another
hopefully you got it on.
here's another idea for you. If you
Yes.
can get a point of contact, like a high school teacher that's there somewhere that would like to do a Google Hangout with somebody in the United States, we have 4 classes that would do that. So if you can work on that while you're there, and when you get back, we might can do that, okay? Maybe she would like to teach a class.
Perfect. Yeah, so there's, you mean from here. So maybe I can get a contact from this particular school here, and they would send that way.
All right.
Yeah. Definitely do that.
Anything else?
Anything?
Anything else you guys want to know? Okay, one more question.
All of you sitting in that seat, you can travel the world. Just because you're from small town Winchester doesn't mean you can't travel. I grew up in Belvedere, ended up going to Holland, graduated from there, and I was never given the opportunity. My family was, we were not wealthy at all, and I told myself at a young age that I was going to see the world. And you know, it's turned out to where I could, and I've had to pick up a second job here and there just to do it. But I think that it's given me a full perspective on the world itself. I think that I'm able to communicate better in certain instances, and it just doesn't grow off it. It's not just about Americans; it's other people in the world. And you know, you see so much on the media, on the news about everything being negative. But when you actually get to those countries and you go out and you meet the locals and the people, you realize that everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants a good education. Everybody wants to just have a better life. And when you see that and you when you experience that, then it's, I don't know, it makes you feel as one, if that makes any sense. So get out, travel. Go get out of Tennessee and travel and see it.
We have another question.
How do you get prepared to travel?
How do you get prepared to travel? Her personally?
Yeah.
How do you personally get prepared to travel?
How do I get prepared to travel? You mean like happy tips, or am I not in a marathon shape to be able to
decide where to go?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
How do you decide where to go and where you want to go? What you want to, who you want to visit?
I'm on Pinterest simply because I love to travel, and people are always posting up things of places they've been. I don't know, it's just kind of what has ever sparked my interest. Something I've read, or someone has said, oh, this place is amazing, you have to go. And I don't know, I just, whatever's calling, I go. And now I'm sitting beside another teacher, Mr. Scott. Sorry, Mr.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, you teach me, where do you teach?
I teach in Indiana.
Yes, so he teaches in Indiana. What do you teach here?
I teach, high school students.
Well, you're on the pink bus, I'm on the blue bus.
I am on the pink bus. You can see my shirt.
It is kind of sad because we actually sat at dinner together last
Hey, that kid in the back row, you need to wake up. There's one back there that's even sleeping. You guys have a good day.
Thank you.
So anyway, yeah, it's just whatever's calling at the time. I'm like, I gotta get there, and I put it on my list. And instead of just putting on your list and leaving it there, you put it on your list and you make it happen. That's what you do. That's the difference in traveling and not traveling. People have things on their list, but a lot of people don't make it happen. So you make it happen.
Okay, I think we're going to sign off now.
All right.
Tell her thank you.
I wish I could tune in at the Sagrada Familia, but I'm pretty sure they don't have Wi-Fi at church. I had to go with the plan, but it's not working at the moment. I hate that. Maybe I'll make some pictures though and send those in.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you.
You know what? Hey, you're all rock stars. Have a fabulous rest of your day.